Hey you, yeah you, eat your butter. It's good for you, especially if it's grass-fed. Now watch this video to learn more. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. This is Strong Wellness and we're talking about something extremely important today, and that's butter, or butter, however you pronounce it. But we're not just talking about any type of butter, we're talking about grass-fed butter, or why grass-fed butter is nutritionally superior than conventional butter, where cows are not eating grass, they're eating other things like corn and grain, and why I personally eat it and why you should as well. But I personally eat it with my eggs every morning, and I think it's important that you switch if you're not already eating grass-fed butter. But let's break it down today. What is grass-fed butter, you may be asking, and I've asked this same question before, and it's very important to know the differences, because when I found out about the differences, I was shocked how different they actually are. And really, grass-fed butter is made from the milk of cows that graze on grass instead of being fed a grain-heavy or industrial diet, for lack of a better word. An industrial diet meaning like corn and processed GMO grains and really all the stuff that you don't want in your system. So this simple difference, really, it makes a huge impact on everything. So the fatty acid profile and the vitamin content are completely different, and I'll break it down in today's video, but really there is a major difference between the two. Okay, so let's talk about the science and why it's better for you. And I think that's important for you all to know, so it's not just me talking randomly about this topic. But omega-3s and CLAs, I'll talk about those first. And grass-fed butter contains significantly higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which are very good for us. I've explained in prior videos what they do and why they're good for us. And conjugated linoleic acid, which is abbreviated to CLA. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but let's just call them CLAs. So one study published in the Journal of Dairy Science found that grass-fed butter had up to 500% more CLA, a fatty acid linked to reduced inflammation, improved insulin sensitivity, and potential anti-cancer properties, which sounds amazing on paper, obviously. And here I had a note that says CLA has many beneficial effects such as anti-obesity, anti-cancer, and antioxidant properties. So just the anti-obesity, anti-cancer properties alone, we all know it's kind of an antioxidant as well, but anti-obesity, anti-cancer, right up my alley, just another reason to switch to grass-fed butter. And two, vitamin K2, which is calcium, and A is one of those things in grass-fed butter that I think we should all care about. And the reason why is because it's richer in vitamin K2, significantly richer, and it plays a critical role in calcium metabolism and heart health. So if we want to keep a strong cardiovascular system, we want to increase K2, which this is abundant in. And vitamin A, which is essential for skin, eye, and immune function, health, for lack of a better word, is something that this butter is loaded with as well. So a 2010 study in Nutritional Journal showed that grass-fed dairy products had higher levels of beta-carotene, which gives that rich yellow color to grass-fed butter. And here I had to note that beta-carotene is a pigment found in many fruits and vegetables that the body converts into vitamin A. So very important for the synthesis, or our body synthesizing vitamin A through having this extra beta-carotene in our body to then produce more vitamin A, which our body needs, again, for skin, eye, and immune function. So let's talk about the anecdotal research, or my personal experience with using grass-fed butter over conventional butter. So I've been eating grass-fed butter with my 2 eggs every morning for the past 3+ months. It's been longer than 3 months, but here's what I've noticed. So I've noticed I feel fuller for longer, which is amazing. I think that plays into that anti-obesity benefit from the CLAs that I mentioned before. But I have no mid-morning cravings, and really I don't get hungry until the later part of the afternoon. My energy is more stable throughout the day, and that brain fog that I used to get is practically gone, but I also supplement with other things that help with brain fog. I mentioned that in my supplement video, so if you want to go check that out, please do. But honestly, it could be a placebo with the brain fog aspect of it. But even if it is, I know I'm getting healthier fats and skipping out on the processed stuff. So that peace of mind really does come into play and really does help. And it's become a staple in my morning routine, and it makes everything taste better too. I swear you can try yourself, but grass-fed butter tastes significantly better than conventional butter. Okay, let's talk about the nutritional differences, because that's probably what you care about. That's what I care about. That's what everyone cares about. But here's a quick breakdown. It's a head-to-head comparison, and I'll put something up here or up here. But the head-to-head says that for omega-3s, grass-fed butter is significantly higher. For CLAs, it's 3 to 5 times more, and regular butter or conventional butter is minimal. Vitamin K2 is way on the higher end. I know it says higher versus lower or high versus low, but it is significantly higher. And for beta carotene, it is again significantly higher, and that's evident by the richer color of the butter, the yellow, the yellowness that you see in the butter. And you'll see for yourself if you go buy it from the store, it is significantly more yellow, especially when you cook with it. And something important to mention is these nutrient-dense fats support hormonal health, they support cellular repair, and they also support long-term brain function. So if you're like me, who's scared of having cognitive decline later in your life, it's a no-brainer to switch to grass-fed butter over conventional butter. And I suggest that you make the switch like I did, even if it's more expensive. Okay, to conclude this video, I'll give you my final thoughts, and I'll make it brief, but this is my recommendation. If you're already eating butter, upgrading to grass-fed butter is one of the easiest wins you could make ever. Like, you're getting 5 times more CLAs, you're getting way more omega-3s, and everyone's saying that you need more of this in your body to be healthier. So why not do it by making one simple switch? And you're not just eating fat, you're fueling your body with real nutrition, which for thousands of years, cows have been eating. I don't know if cows have been around that long. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's just say thousands of years or hundreds of years, cows have been eating grass. They haven't been eating other things, these processed grains and so on. So it just makes complete sense to switch to a natural way of eating whole foods by eating milk that is from cows that are grazing on actual grass. And I want you to give it a try. Your body's going to thank you, your brain's going to thank you, and you're hopefully going to thank me down the road. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. This is Strong Wellness, where I give you my honest review of what I try, the supplements, the stuff I experiment with, fermentation, really everything under the sun in terms of wellness. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.